What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Chris Wrestling Views. Back again with the SmackDown review. I know I'm late, you guys. It is Saturday. It is 4:49 p.m. Waiting until NXT Deadline to come on. So with that being said, you guys, we did in the main event. We did get LA Knight versus Gunther. I would say it was a pretty good match. No complaints about the match at all. LA Knight, I like how he uses the burning hammer, which is a maneuver we haven't seen in a while in WWE. And I think this is like his signature maneuver, but I think this should actually be his finisher instead of that blood force trauma because it looks weak. But LA Knight, you guys, seem like ever since he's been using that move these past couple weeks, I definitely have to say he's been impressive in the ring. But of course, you guys, Gunther has a new submission that he's pulling out his arsenal, and I'm not sure what they call it, but I would have to say the Gunther lock or something like that. But I don't know. But Gunther made LA Knight tap out, you guys. LA Knight, I would have to say he definitely did hang on in there for pretty much a minute plus some seconds, you guys. But I don't understand why WWE wanted to do this tournament. We already knew Gunther was gonna win. Like, I don't know who called it. Maybe it's Triple H with his big nose. But anyways, we did get Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, of course, come out there, and Solo pretty much made a interesting promo, and he said everything that he had, which he was pointing up to the sky at Bray Wyatt, and he told him that he didn't deserve the name Wyatt, and he said everything. He said that's everything that you have, which that's what I'm gonna take, or something similar to that way. But of course, that would bring out the Wyatt Six, you guys, as well. JC Mateo was getting jumped on by what's her face, you guys, because I think it's 5 of the Wyatt Six, and I think it's more of the MFTs and less than the Wyatt Six. You can't count Nikki Cross with being one of the people in the Wyatt Six, to actually fight one of the men. But the MFTs were still pretty much standing right there on the rope. You can definitely see Uncle Howdy was looking face to face, and he wasn't looking behind him or nothing. Like, he known something was definitely, getting on his skin when Solo Sikoa mentioned his brother, Wyndham Rhodes. Wyndham Rotunda. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, the brawl would go definitely flying out there. Nikki Cross, she get on the top rope, but I like how WWE did give them this spot right here, you guys, with the 2 big beefy men in this group, which is Eric Rowan, the original member of the Wyatts. And so, of course, Talatonga, they definitely did brawl, you guys. And, of course, the Wyatt Six stood up tall. Like I said, JC Mateo, I don't know what in the world is going on with him, but maybe Wyatt Six needs to add another member in their thing. Let's see, you got Tonga Tangaloa, JC Mateo, Solo Sikoa. Yeah, they got 5, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the Wyatt Six really only got 4. Yeah, they only got 4 men, so it'll be surprising to see who they would actually get on their team when they do, set the clash. Like, I feel like they need to have a match at like some big event. They need to pretty much do something. I don't know how they were going to do it. They may end up doing it on a SmackDown, but I feel like the feud need to continue. So Damian Priest said that, he overall thought, he thought Aleister Black pretty much, had his number and everything like that. And so Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest next week, you guys, on Friday Night SmackDown versus Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Gonna be pretty cool to see Rhea on SmackDown actually wrestling. But of course, Carmelo Hayes actually did have a pretty good match, you guys, as well with I forgot this guy's name. I'm sorry, you guys. Dragunov. But before the match actually happened, you can see where Carmelo Hayes was making fun of Tommaso Ciampa, you guys, and saying, "Oh yeah, jackass." So that's where it pretty much set him off, and that's where Tommaso Ciampa came and pulled the foot Carmelo Hayes during the match, and referee Charles Robinson was checking on Dragunov. But of course, Dragunov, it is kind of weird how you actually like that pin looks very nasty. Like, I'm being so 100% honest. That H block when he does it and then he lays on top of you, and then when he picks you up, it's like, yeah. Every mirror move with him is weird, but I can definitely say it seemed like he's actually fighting the person for real. Like, when he's in his matches, it seemed like he's really fighting the person. And I was like, dude, calm down. This is wrestling. You're supposed to learn your moves, not freaking try to tear anybody's head off, especially headbutting them. But of course, you guys, the opening part of the show, Drew McIntyre would come up in his truck, and then Nick Aldis would confront him. Cody Rhodes, you can definitely see his face pop up on the side, like pretty much in the camera. And he started gouging out the eyes of Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Of course, no suit from Cody tonight at all. He came, rushed down to the ring, you guys, and pretty much said he want Nick Aldis to lift the suspension from Drew McIntyre. So more than likely that will definitely happen. We'll definitely see that for sure. But of course, Drew McIntyre drives away in the truck. And like I said, Cody did come out and speak. But of course, you guys, I'm glad we didn't get Cody with the suit on tonight. And, it was like, what do you guys want to talk about and all the other stuff. But glad we didn't get that. Glad we had a fired up Cody Rhodes. Seemed like Cody Rhodes is like not a heel. He's not a face. He's just that guy. But of course, before all that happened, Drew McIntyre said, oh, you still got me suspended. But he was like, because you know what you did. So I feel like they should set up a match between Drew McIntyre and Nick Aldis one good time. Maybe like at WrestleMania or not. Yeah, maybe I'll say they'll be pointing that toward WrestleMania between the two. But of course, we did see NXT champion Ricky Starks, whatever you guys want to call him, and Oba Femi. So Nick Aldis brought them in there and said the winner of that NXT championship will face Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event next Saturday. Now we know they have a match, you guys, tonight on WWE's NXT Deadline, which is going to be pretty awesome. But of course, Kairi Sane had a one-on-one match against Alexa Bliss, you guys. Definitely have to say, Kairi Sane was pretty much saying that she's taller than Alexa Bliss, and of course, we had the Lily doll to come back, and then of course Charlotte actually, was holding the Lily doll and everything, but it was kind of like a weird moment to like where Lex actually caught Kairi Sane jumping off the top rope and hit her with the Sister Abigail. But another thing, you guys, Charlotte actually turned around and seen Nia Jax coming, but she didn't supposed to turn around, but she turned back around and raised her hand. Then that's when they got attacked. So I was like, hold on, that was like a very weird spot right there, how they actually did that. And I was like, what in the world, Charlotte? Like, you didn't supposed to catch that, that quick. But of course, like I said, Charlotte definitely, pre-missed her cue. So she didn't supposed to look back and see them coming in the ring. So that kind of messed it up right there. But anyways, you guys, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, I'm glad they're actually building up the women's division, kind of how they're doing the the men's SmackDown Tag Team Championships, how they have like multiple women, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown. And I'm like how they're building the women's division for sure, because it was dead at one point. I think it was like when Bianca Belair Bianca Belair and Jade, I think, was holding that one time. But of course, they held the titles. They won it. Freaking Liv Morgan them group in the Judgment Day, they won it. I was like, heck yeah, this is how they need to do it. Especially they need to do this on Monday Night Raw too. They need to have like some NXT call-ups, to like Dark State or something, to come out and make a name for themselves on Monday Night Raw. I would like to see Dark State on Monday Night Raw for sure. So, with that being said, you guys, we seen during the match where Alba Fire was fighting Jade Cargill, I believe it was, and that's when Kiana James and what's her face ended up coming out there. So I know soon enough we were gonna get I can't remember this lady's name because she don't really be on TV as much. But anyways, yeah. Looks like we're gonna get another match set up, you guys. With I can't remember her name either. Michin, you guys. Michin going 1-on-1 with Jade Cargill. Looks like it's gonna be next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Doesn't look too pretty. But of course, I like this part though, where So Ruka, you guys, is actually gonna go 1-on-1 with Bailey next weekend, you guys, at Saturday night's main event. I like to see matches like this. First time ever matches. First time ever matches. Come on now. You gotta like that. Tommaso Ciampa versus, of course, Ilya next week, you guys. But I definitely feel like Ilya definitely gonna win this, and I think that's where Tama Tonga is gonna end up coming out there and messing up the match, I would say. And then it'll set up a triple threat match between the three, which I think that's gonna be incredible, you guys. Imagine Tama Tonga actually winning, because this was one spot, you guys, I was telling you where he was looking like, hey, I want that championship off your shoulders. And yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, you guys, actually see if Tama Tonga actually win this title. But of course, I think Ilya may prolong this, of course, like Triple H Big Nose always do. Like, comment, subscribe, you guys, to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Also, make sure you follow me here on my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on not TikTok, X at Chris Wrestling, and that's KHRIS Wrestling. And also follow me on my TikTok at Chris Wrestling Views as well. But anyways, you guys. Hopefully you guys like the show. I would have to say the show overall was probably I would say it was a decent show. So I give it an 8.5 out of 10. So till next time, you guys, I'll see you guys later on tonight for the WWE NXT Deadline review.